Wow. That's really all I can say about the last video. I wasn't expecting the likes. I wasn't expecting the views. I wasn't expecting the comments. You guys are amazing. And it would be unfair of me to not be able to provide you 5 more cards that you guys should buy before they skyrocket. I mean, the way that this is going, we could make this a series. I have dozens of cards that you guys should have before it's too late. And more importantly, I think we can add a little bit of twist to it. I know I said that the last video was marketed more for players just to have. This one, go ahead and invest into it. Why? Because these cards will be worth money. I'm TheCaliEffect, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, then go and destroy that subscribe button. But more importantly, go ahead and hit that notification bell because, well, we just too strong. Also want to take this time to give a special shout out to every single one of my Patreons. Without you guys, videos like this would not be possible, and I appreciate you guys' continued support. Without further ado, I present to you 5 more cards that will skyrocket in price. I'm telling you, one way or another, they're gonna go up. They're gonna get you. Coming in hot at number 5 is an oldie of a card, Banisher of the Radiance. Now, Banisher of Radiance debuted in the Enemy of Justice set as a rare and an ultimate rare and has quite a few prints in common. It's actually a very safe card that even if it goes all the way up, you guys will still be able to afford some cards, but we're not necessarily talking about having accessibility to Banisher of Radiance. We're talking about the card that will skyrocket in price. There are so many versions of Banisher of Radiance that price is just higher than what it is. It isn't a currently competitive card, but it has maximum potential. I mean, think about it. Both Dimensional Fissure and Macrocosmos are at 1 for a reason. The lowest listed or high rarity lowest listed printing of Banisher of Radiance is a secret rare for $5. And then the ultimate rare and the super rare only go all the way up from there. This card is a relatively good card, and once it does hit the meta scene as one of those competent cards that can destroy the card game, it's going to go up. I mean, when like moderately played ultimate rares are $20, moderately played $20, I don't even know what to say. That's crazy. Number 4 on this list is a little bit of a sleeper card. I had to do my research on it. I had to read it a couple of times because it reminds me of Rivalry of Warlords and Goes in Match. The card's name is There Can Only Be One. It debuted in the Extreme Force set as a super rare, and that is the only way you are going to get a hold of one. Now, the Extreme Force set will get reprinted inside of the Megatons, so expect this card to be pretty cheap for a relatively long time. To be honest with you guys, I don't normally contribute into buyouts, but I saw this card for 9 cents, so I had to buy at least 21 copies of them because it's so cheap. What There Can Only Be One does is each player can only control 1 monster of each type. If a player controls 2 or more monsters of each type, they must send some to the graveyard so they control no more than 1 type. This is actually a really good counter pick for the decks that play that only play 1 type. Seeing that if you're playing like a Goki deck, you play all warriors, well, you can't have 2 warriors on the field to start making your plays. It's an excellent choice that will soon, one day down the line, be a solid $5 card. Number 3 will wreck ya. Looking like perfection. That back row is heckling. I'm talking about Danko II. Boy, we coming with them bars, boy. That TheCaliEffect EP coming out too soon. But Danko II is a very, very powerful card in certain situations. What it does is it prevents your opponent from setting spell or trap cards or activating set cards on their field. It's a very powerful card, and compared with cards like Anti-Spell Fragrance and Dark Simorgh, it does even more damage to the opponent. But the best part about Danko II is that even not when compared with or combined with other cards, it's a good back row disruptor. If your opponent plays 5 trap row, 5 back row type deck, then Danko II will wreck you, and that's pretty much what it does. I can see Danko II at the best, the OG print being a $10 card, and then the secret rare and ultra rare being $5 cards. But keep in mind, those secret rare prints were 50 cents a long time ago, and right now all of them are $2, so you might have to watch out. Number 2 on this list makes this list for quite a big of a reason. This card was pre-sold at $25. It's a original price, it's OG price, $1,000 just for you to get one. You needed this card for the strategy, or the strategy just did not work. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about Minerva, the Exalted Lightsworn. Now, how the mighty have fallen from grace, being a high-end, high-demand, $1,000+ prize card to a $3 Battles of Legends secret rare. Now that is the biggest price plummet probably of all time, and this is actually a time where you guys should take advantage of Minerva. Now I'm not saying that Minerva has qualities that will game break the board. Milling is a risky prospect in Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays, but what I am saying is that Lightsworn forever will get support, and soon enough Minerva is one of the more generic Lightsworn monsters to go into, so you might want to have a couple of them before they go up, if at least not just for yourself, for your Lightsworn deck that you'll plan on building for the future. Everyone goes through that phase. We all build Lightsworn decks, at least for the times that everybody wants this card and it does go up to a sizable price. I can see this card going up to a $20 card just solely from the reason that there's only 2 ways to get it. Get a time machine and go back in time to win a Shonen Jump, or I'm sorry, I'm old, to win a YCS, or find Battles of Legends Light's Revenge. Like, how? Number 1 on this list, I know you guys missed that, but number 1 on this list is a soul draining card. That's exactly the card, it's Soul Drain. This card is just mind-numbingly cheap. It debuted inside of the Return of the Duelist set. Can't tell you how old that set is, but I can tell you that Synchros and Exceeds were out, Pendulums weren't. And it has a very, very powerful effect. It says monsters in the graveyard or that are banished cannot activate their effects. Now it's limited to 1 for a reason, and it's also very powerful for a reason, because 1,000 life points doesn't really mean much. But the fact that this card can turn off your graveyard and the banish zone, what are we thinking? I can see this card being very meta relevant, especially if it were released anything more than 1. And the best part is that super rare copies of this card are not even $2. It's like $1.75. So definitely pick up yourself a playset of this card before it's too late. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Let's see if we can eclipse 400 likes and 1,800 views like the last video and just shatter that. If that's true, then it lets me know that, hey, maybe I should make this a regular thing. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.